we just happened to come across this particular live debate, and it sounded really interesting in regards to the true Sabbaths, the lunar solar cycle. This lady sounds really intelligent. Not agreeing with her claims, but just ask a simple question in the chat here. Okay, which text is the lady reading from? Because her information I'm trying to compare with was Last Chance, who have the same idea that the Sabbaths are on a certain day, etc., etc., of the month, of each month. The new moon's on the 1st, and you work 6 days, and the 6th day is a preparation day where you do all your cooking, your housework, your political chat or whatever, and then when the sun sets, you perform the Sabbath, right? Because sunset's an indication that the Sabbath is approaching, which is the 8th, okay, of that month. And then the cycle repeats. You work 6 days, then you have the preparation day, and then the next day is the Sabbath, which is the 15th, the 22nd, the 29th. And the months, each month has 29 days. On the 29th night, you should be able to see the crescent moon in the night sky. But if you can't, they allow you an extra day, the 30th. So hopefully you'll see it then. And then the new moon is a reminder of a new month, etc., etc. So I just basically asked, what text is this lady reading from? What version is she reading from? Because I want to study it, what she is claiming, right, to see if it's established fact, that there's evidence that proves everything she's saying is evident, right, and so forth, because there's so much fluff and hype out there that, you know, what she's saying, I want to find out for myself if it's actually true, which will verify that wordslastchance.org and their lunar solar Sabbath calendar Sabbaths and all that are actually correct, because this lady verified it is correct. But there's something dodgy going on. It's like, just because I asked or put a couple of question marks because somebody made a comment and I wasn't sure what it was, and then I said, what is this lady actually reading from? I got unfairly timed out. Watch this, okay? I shouldn't have timeout, okay? I'll put very interesting, even though I can't hear it, okay? Let's see what happens. I get blocked, okay? There you go, see? Got blocked again. It's a permanent blocking, unfair blocking. This happens in Sarnita Live, or Sarnita TV Live, when there's a certain woman, Napa on there, she blocks all the males. She tries to dominate the chat, the debate, right? And she blocks all the males. Someone else, one of their mods, did that as well. So Sarnita says, hey, cut it out. Why are you blocking people unfairly? You know, for no reasons. Stop it, right? And this is what this person who's a mod is doing. Okay? So that's an unfair practice, isn't it? Somebody should look into this, right? They got too much power. Okay? These people who put this stuff up, to open up this debate and choose this moderator, should tell this person off, right? Because that's unfair practice. This has happened to us several times for no valid reason. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at this, right? We're going to examine it. We're going to find out what this is all about, because there's their website, right? So we went here and you get a free calendar of the Sabbaths and all this sort of stuff, according to this lady, okay? Yashar Rising Philadelphia Fellowship, obviously in America. It's got here January 2024, and these are when the Shabbat or the Sabbaths are. Something like that, right? This is very complicated. Whereas Will's Last Chance just tells you, okay, the Sabbaths are on This calendar is totally confusing, right? This is the new moon. Right, you work 6 days. Okay. Okay, and on the 7th is the Sabbath. Okay, so where are we? Monday, the 1st of the new month, right? This is January, just an example. We can even go February, March. What's it now? April? Okay. Okay, so here's supposedly the new moon, indication of a brand new month. It goes 6 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's, you do your labours and all that, right? So this is preparation day. Even scripture tells you that there's a preparation day, right? We've got to do a political talk, every other subject, right? Clean up your house, etc., etc. Because as soon as the sun sets, it's the Sabbath. Okay? So then the cycle repeats again. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Preparation day. Sabbath, 15th. 6 again. 21st, preparation day. Okay? Sabbath. Another 6. 29th. Okay? 28th is the preparation day. And 29th is supposedly the Sabbath. Easy as. This is very complicated. I don't know why she's made it so complicated. Okay? It's just totally complicated. Right? The way World's Last Chance does it is so easy. You know this is the 1st of the month, indication of a new month, right? Okay? And you just go 6 days or 7 days. What? Hang on. 1, because that's not a Sabbath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sabbath, 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 Sabbath. And you should see the new moon in the night sky on the 29th. But if you can't, you've got an extra day. Because apparently the old months only consist of 29 days. But apparently, according to World's Last Chance, somebody came along in history and decided to change the seasons, the Sabbaths, etc., etc. Okay? It's a breach. It's what they call a breach. So they figured out that you can use this calendar. They say you can use this Gregorian, Roman Catholic Gregorian calendar to verify the days of your Sabbaths. Okay, if they all fall on this day during the month, right? That's your Sabbaths. Instead of the 7-day Adventist, it's every Saturday. Okay? It's a hell of a lot easier. But all this thing here is like, it probably is those days, but it's very confusing unless you study the actual Torah, okay, and you find out that what she's saying is actually correct. Okay, so we're going to try again. We're going to go very interesting. And we can bet they are still going to block us. Okay, for unfair reasons. Okay, so you've got blocked again. How long does a timeout last? See? You have been placed in timeout by the owner of this video or a moderator. Edit and try again. Okay, so we'll try edit again. Put subject. Okay, there you go. You've been placed in timeout again. We believe it's because we have this name here, the Ministry of the Real Truth, right? And they must know, he's going to expose us. He might expose us for being fakers, right? To have being all wrong. He might be a problem, so we'll block him permanently. That's an unfair practice, isn't it? Okay. So I wouldn't recommend using this. Okay, if you find that you have the same problem because of these people, I wouldn't recommend using it. There's something fishy about this. Okay, and that's probably what it is. Okay, if you're not agreeing with them, if you haven't got a made-up Hebrew name or whatever like this, right? You know, then you're not welcome there. That's just the feeling we get, right? Because what we actually found was through a professor Dr. James D. Francisco, the comments, right, he was a bit iffy at first. But we asked him with these Hebrew Israelites, is the name they use, the title of the name for God, in the Hebrew, Yahu Washi Washi or Yahu Woo Woo or whatever they say? Because they call themselves Yahawuda, Amasataya, and all these fancy names, right, to sound powerful. Rabbi Reuben actually exposed them in one of his videos. And he said, you bunch of sillies, you're making all these fancy names and all this sort of stuff and saying all this fancy stuff and whatever, right? We realised that quite a while back, that that's what they were doing, and they're making all this stuff up. This James De Francisco, a professor with 2 PhDs, 2 doctorates in Hebrew and the Aramaic, probably the modern vernaculars, but he's still highly qualified. We asked him, are these names in the Hebrew? And he said, after a bit of carrying on and ooh-ahing and all this sort of stuff, thinking we were playing around, he said, no, what the hell is that? What's that rubbish? That's not Hebrew. All this Yahoo, woo woo, yahi ho, washi washi washi, all this sort of stuff, like this. It's not Hebrew. It's made up. So we thought, what the hell? It must be some sort of cult. They're trying to sound knowledgeable, that they know better than you, that they're the true Jews and all this sort of stuff. So that's why Rabbi Reuben was going mad at them. Okay, so yeah, just be aware of that. We'd be very, very careful. Okay, it's probably Hebrew Israelite orientated. We're not really sure. This lady does sound very intelligent, but yeah, it could be Pan-African or something like that, and the facts are all totally wrong. We have to do a video on that and bring it to you. It might take a while to find this, but you have to be really careful because these movements are out there, right? Like Rabbi Reuben pointed out. They aren't the true Jews, or the Hebrews or whatever they claim. Okay, they're a bunch of wannabes. Okay, so that's why we, the Ministry of the Real Truth, expose all of these. Okay, who are making these claims, claims of established facts, evidence. They've got proof and all this sort of stuff that they are the original Jews, the Hebrews, whatever. Right? All this sort of stuff like God was black, Jesus was black, Moses was black, everybody was black, right? Even Satan was black, probably. That sort of stuff, where it's all baloney. Okay, so we're going to leave that there and say basically, think about it, what we just said through this video, and if you agree, like, let us know in the comments, what's your dealings with these movements like this, right? They're making all these bold claims, but if you ask them for sources, links to the sources, they won't provide it. They can't provide it, right? And like Rabbi Reuben said, these guys don't know Hebrew. They're making out they do, right? And you ask them questions and stuff, they read it from the English. They read him the English. He says, you're reading the English, not the Hebrew, and not the Israelite, okay? Not the Jewish language, and all this sort of stuff. So that's why he went mad and he says, these guys are fakes. So anyway, we hope you liked this video. And if you've experienced this kind of rubbish, then let us know in the comments, okay? And we'll get back to you on those as soon as we can. Subscribe us, give us a like, and then share this video with family, friends, and others. Yeah, it's just basically to point out this type of control. Watch this. We'll try to get back in there again and go, okay, we'd like to say something, but continually unfairly blocked. Okay, see what happens. Okay, don't think it showed up. Okay, let's see here. We'll try again. You would like to comment, but continually be timed out. Yeah, There you go. We like to say something, but are constantly being unfairly blocked or timed out, right? So just keep doing it. Yeah, because as you see, we think that they think that we're a threat. And we'll go in there and totally expose them for being phonies. That's all we can think it is, eh? Yeah. Something wrong with that moderator. It's time out. Like, how long has this been running for? Not really sure.
Off the path of the straight and narrow.
How long's it
If
been
I
running
had not
for?
stopped at all.
Okay. Maybe we should put it in the comments. Down here somewhere, if there's any comments. We'll have a look later. The machine's going a bit slow for some reason. But yeah, basically, as we said, if you like this video, if you like what we're trying to show you, this kind of silliness, then subscribe to us, give us a like, and then add comments below the video. We'll get back to you on those. Those as soon as we can, and then go share this video with all your family, friends and others. Make them aware of this unfair practice.